today we're going to actually talk about Ghana. Ghana is an absolutely incredible West African nation. It's this amazing place where you find vibrant culture, really thrilling adventures, and a history that is just so profound. Let me just say that Ghana is hot. And by hot, it's not just the weather. Ghana has actually become this global hotspot, especially in December. You might have heard of Dirty December. It's basically a month-long party with concerts and cultural events that pull in people from all over the world. But honestly, the country's energy is just infectious, no matter what time of year you go. So our journey really kicks off in the capital, Accra. This place is the beating heart of the country. I didn't want to admit it, but really, this place, it's all happening. It's a bustling coastal hub with over 2.5 million people, and it's a real melting pot. You've got these ancient traditions pulsing right alongside this super modern, vibrant energy. It's the perfect starting point to really get what makes Ghana tick. First up, let's talk about the vibe you get the moment you arrive. The famous Ghanaian hospitality, and of course, it's a beautiful golden coastline. Okay, I have to say some of the beaches in Accra, no. What's with the plastic in the water, guys? But you know, this quote on the screen, it's like, so the hospitality here is not just about being polite. Ghanaians are very polite. Well, to the right people at least. It's something much deeper. A genuine warmth and friendliness that makes you feel welcome straight away. It's almost like you're coming home to family, and if you stay too long, you become family, you see? You didn't even know you had. And that warmth, it stretches all the way to every part of Ghana. And what is cool is that there's a beach vibe for whatever mood you're in. If you're going for something a bit more exclusive and chill, you can grab a day pass to private beaches, such as like the Labadi Beach Hotel. But if you want to dive headfirst into the local energy, you got to check out La Beach. It's a super popular public spot, just buzzing with music, food. You can even ride horses on the sand, and there'll be people selling. It can get a bit crowded, and I have to say that I was not impressed when I was swimming and plastic was swimming with me. Like, yuck. So if we move away from the beach and head into a place like Aburi. But before we go to Aburi, we can just check out some of the things that are happening in Accra. So during the day, the city's energy is all focused on places like Makola Market. It's a fantastic sensory overload. I mean, the sights, the sounds, the smells, you can even bargain for just about anything. But then when the sun goes down, that energy shifts completely over to Oxford Street. And even during the day, you can go along Oxford Street. They have all these African print outfits. They have fans, which I love. It cools you down. It also acts as a sun protection. They have some malls. They have supermarkets along there, so you can take a look. They have some places to eat. And if you're looking for that I love Accra sign that everyone jumps in front of to take a picture, that's where it is, on Oxford Street, close to this petrol station. I've forgotten the name, but you can find it. So Oxford Street comes alive also at night. It's filled with music and people. And beyond those main hubs, Accra is just filled with these amazing cultural pockets. You can explore Jamestown. So Jamestown, some nice areas and not so nice areas, but it's a historic fishing community and it's famous for the lighthouse. Or you can swing by the Arts Center to find some beautiful handmade crafts yet again. So if you're in Accra, you can wrap up your day by going to spots like Plus 233, which is like the area code of Ghana. It's a jazz bar and grill. But listen, Ghana's appeal does not stop at the city limits, not by a long shot. So we can head and see what kind of incredible natural adventures are waiting outside of Accra. You can head to Kakum National Park Canopy Walk. So it's actually the longest one in Ghana. We're talking about a series of swinging bridges suspended really high up above the rainforest floor. And this place just really allows you, if you're brave enough, to look around, see the trees, enjoy the ambience while you're suspended above them. But it might be a little uncomfortable if you're not a fan of heights, and I am not a fan of heights. I didn't even realize it, but yeah, it was tough to do that step. If you'd rather be on the water, you can take a boat ride on Volta Lake. It's one of the largest man-made lakes in the entire world. You can find some peace and quiet at the Aburi Botanical Garden. And if you head into Aburi, people love to go there for all sorts of reasons. But in the Botanical Gardens, it has plants from all over the globe. If you want to take a hike out at the stunning Onema waterfalls, or a refreshing swim in this perfect little natural pool, it does exist. Okay, so after all that adventure, you are definitely going to be hungry. And that brings us to one of the best parts of any trip to Ghana: the food. Ghanaian cuisine is built on these incredible rich flavors. You have to try staples like fufu, people say fufu, and abunabunu. They're these starchy sides that are just perfect for soaking up amazing sauces like tomato, kind of salsa, stews, and fish, typically with some chopped onions. For snacks, you absolutely cannot miss kelewele. So these are spiced fried plantains, and it's a street food icon for a very, very good reason. You can find these amazing traditional dishes at great local spots like Amira or Buka. But what's cool is that in Accra, the food scene can be quite diverse. So you can get other cuisines if you want Italian, if you want French, if you want Ethiopian. In Accra, you can do that. Outside of Accra, it's going to be hard for you. But to really understand Ghana, you have to engage with its history. And it's a complex story, as you may have heard, one that holds both the incredible triumph of independence and the immense and unimaginable pain of the past. We're not going to dwell on the pain because forward we go. So just mention it because you've got Black Star Square with its iconic Independence Arch, which you would want to visit. Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, honoring the country's first president. People also love to go along Ghana's coast, and that tells a much paler story. So you know about the Cape Coast castles. They more functioned as dungeons for the people that were held there. So these are just one of about 40 of these forts that once lined the coastline of West Africa, which was then known as Gold Coast. And these weren't just forts. As mentioned, they were dungeons. They were major hubs for the transatlantic slaves, and people still go there and visit. But today we're traveling to Aburi. So people love Aburi because it's a cooler climate. So if you've just arrived from Ghana after being away for a really long time, or you have never visited, it's a cool place to start because, you're not going to be hit with the heat quite as much. Incidentally, coming to Ghana around August, September, it's actually quite cool. So you're in your low 20s, or maybe even up to say 26 degrees Celsius or 27 degrees Celsius. So it's much cooler then anyway. So that could be a good way to start. But if you're just coming when you can get away, like when people do come for dirty December, it's Aburi would be good because it won't be as hot as mainland Accra. I love seeing all the fruit shops in Aburi. You can go and pick some up. They tend to even be cheaper than buying them in Accra because you think it's a tourist spot, so it'd be more expensive, but no, it was fine. So here's a drive through Aburi. Just look around all the spots. There used to be a really good Jamaican restaurant along here that I had really wanted to come and see, Jerk Soul. But they've moved on. I think he's thinking about his next place where he's going to open. But that's in Oyarefa, which is going towards Aburi. So let's just drive through Aburi, get the sense of the place, see how quaint it is. And if you're looking for a getaway from Accra, it's quite surprising that it's only about 40 minutes drive from Accra. And you can just have a much more peaceful place, cooler place, greener place, because Accra can also be quite polluted in some places. So a cooler place, greener place that you can come and hide at. Bye.